Okay, market recap, trading journal, February 23rd, I think. 23rd, 2024. So it was an interesting day. 3 straight losses. And I think I should have really only had one, maybe two. And that's not me not wanting to take ownership, but that's just me recognizing that, you know, shit happens. And my mentor will want me to take ownership of all 3 losses, and I kind of do, but I kind of don't. It's first trade of the day, CVNA. Now, I tried to trade this yesterday during aftermarket, but for whatever reason, they would not trade. The pool would not allow me to do it. It kept saying that the stock has been halted when it wasn't. So it messed me up here, or not here, but it did not allow me to trade it yesterday. So I saw it today, and I'm like, okay, the market slow. Yesterday the market was slow as well. In fact, it was the slowest it's been since I started this challenge yesterday. So this time I'm thinking, okay, if it's gonna be slow again, today is Friday, I'll trade some stocks that I haven't traded in a while and use some of those old strategies I've been taught. And so with CVNA, I decided, okay, I'm gonna go with the 5-minute opening range. Kind of risky, in my opinion, but I decided, I said, F it, I'll give it a shot since there's probably not going to be any other small cap stocks to trade. Now, what I did not quite realize is how quickly this darn thing can move. I wanted to get it at $72, but by the time I got my app open and I marketed in, the position filled at $73. So I was already in a tough spot, and so I should have realized the type of movement the stock does, and maybe downsize my shares or lower my shares to about 50. Well, I bought 100 shares. Now, this stock should have been a freaking winner. I feel like it wasn't a winner or a loss because of trade the pool this time. It was just market makers, I guess. So I get in about 73. Stock almost immediately starts to go in my favor. But then it does a weird pause for like a millisecond and like flashes this lower wick and continues to go up. I wish I could have recorded it. If I had more space and more memory, I would be recording my trades, but record them live. But I don't. It was one of the weirdest things is like it just magically printed a new levels, or I don't know. And so my stop got executed and I was immediately taken out of the trade. I felt like it was simple. This was a market maker maybe reaching down in price to take out another trader before going right back up. Like I said, it was less than a second. I'm glad I got this. I didn't take my eyes off it. It was one of the strangest movements I probably ever seen. So, yeah, because I don't think the stock actually like really traded that low, because the stock didn't really move or the wick didn't really move. It just paused for a split second, randomly printed this lower wick. I mean, but it didn't go down to print. It just magically, I don't know, just like drew this wick and continued going back up. So, yeah, this I got in at 73 with 100 shares. This is $300 worth of profit. I was planning to take profit at 75, so that would have been $100 profit on this particular trade. But anyways, moving on. Second trade I took was SQ. Now, disappointed by the CV and A trade on the. By the way, I was watching the earnings on this yesterday too, and once again could not trade it because it's trade to pull. But anyways, so after CV and A fails, I'm like, well, this looks like it's about to bounce. So I try to catch it off the 9. And it starts to go a little bit, but then all of a sudden it starts to head lower, takes my stop out, or hits my stop, and continues to drive lower. So this one's purely on me, for sure. Or there was no funny business with this one. I forgot the rate. If I'm gonna rate the trade, I'm gonna rate the setup. C, entry. B, execution. A, overall trade. B minus. What could have been better is just a better stock, better setup. I mean, it wasn't the best setup, but it wasn't too bad. And going back to this trade, this classic setup is in B plus, entry. Oof. C minus, execution. A, overall trade. C. Talk was the last one. Okay, so after the first two trades, 2 straight duds, I get a message stating that this wasn't today. Stating that I hit my max buying power or max loss today. They're restricting my trading. And I'm like, okay, well, I might as well pack it in, but I didn't really want to because I felt like I just felt like I should still be trading just in case something happens. It was too early to end my trading day. So I put a request in to allow me to keep trading. And so I took this trade. Now, I figured this might be a tough or a slow grind down. But I wanted to go short, but the problem is that when it started to go against me just a little bit, I got taken out automatically with like a $22 loss. So I'm guessing that because I requested more to have more trades after my max loss, they probably lowered my risk parameters because I was willing to give this $100. I lose $100 on this, and this should have been a winner as well. Small winner, but nonetheless, unless I stayed in it after hours, which would have been incredible. But yeah, I was gonna allow this 200 EMA to be my resistance and just let it ride down. But again, I was out within, in and out within the same candle bars. So again, silly mistakes, silly issues that I feel like only in terms of skills, talent, my trading ability, I could take ownership of one, but the other two was just like maybe just other issues, technical, whatever. But that's my trading day today. Another slow day, Friday. So instead of focusing on the LUNRs and small caps, I wanted to try to play these S&Q, SQ, and CVNA, but things just didn't work out. But I feel like next week, or maybe my last week of trying to trade in this particular challenge, or I'm not sure what to call it, but I feel like I need to pay the $300 and try to get more funding, because losing $300 is too easy to do. Unless I'm trading the small caps, but when those aren't going, I don't know. I need more room to allow these stocks to work. But anyways, so taking a step back on my challenge. Unfortunately, I'm ready to freaking get past this, but that's it. 3 L's, max loss, $300. Success rate 30%. Ay, caramba. That's it.